Good morning, everybody.
Instant results on your first visit, guaranteed, or pay nothing. Call now.
Let's get waxed. Monday, I'm unveiling my Madame Tussauds wax figure. Plus hot topics from your one and only.
Coming up next on
I don't know now. I think of all those years where instead of being behind a book, I could have played kickball. So many jump ropes unjumped. Do you ever feel regret, Bart?
I regret starting this conversation.
Everyone. I got into everyone. Why does this moment feel so empty?
Come one, come all. Don't miss it. Lisa, I told everyone you're going to make your pick today. This is the greatest moment of my life. Drum roll! A Simpson got into college. A Simpson got into college. A Simpson got into college.
And I just never applied.
Everyone, shh. It's the moment of truth.
Yay!
Congratulations, Lisa. Which one are you going to choose? Bob Jones, Bob Jones, Bob Jones.
I'm not going to college.
What? Quit joking.
Marge, nobody knows comedy like I don't. She's not joking.
Lisa, you can't do.
New tonight, Senator Jon Ossoff is expected to announce is aimed at protecting voters' access to water when waiting in line to vote. This comes after Governor Brian Kemp signed an election reform bill that makes it illegal to hand out water within a certain distance to polling locations. And also happening tomorrow, Governor Brian Kemp will put his signature on the bill that repeals the state's citizens arrest law. Lawmakers worked to change the statute after the death of Ahmaud Arbery. Two of the three men charged with Arbery's murder, Gregory and Travis McMichael, claimed they were trying to take Arbery into custody. Under the legislation, only law enforcement officers have arrest powers. It does, though, allow for restaurant and shop owners to detain shoplifting and theft suspects for a short time, at least until police arrive.
Well, so much for I am. All gone. Bye-bye.
New tonight, Senator Jon Ossoff is expected to announce is aimed at protecting voters' access to water when waiting in line to vote. This comes after Governor Brian Kemp signed an election reform bill that makes it illegal to hand out water within a certain distance to polling locations. And also happening tomorrow, Governor Brian Kemp will put his signature on the bill that repeals the state's citizens arrest law. Lawmakers worked to change the statute after the death of Ahmaud Arbery. Two of the three men charged with Arbery's murder, Gregory and Travis McMichael, claimed they were trying to take Arbery into custody. Under the legislation, only law enforcement officers have arrest powers. It does, though, allow for restaurant and shop owners to detain shoplifting and theft suspects for a short time, at least until police arrive.
Oh, could I double down on those?
This is not blackjack.
I said hit me.
Not blackjack.
Come on, pal, hit me.
Fine. You're busted.
Don't! Should have held on the hard knave of cups.
I have no regrets. I have no regrets. I have no regrets.
Simpson, the corn isn't sticking to the dogs. Why did I waste 30 minutes training you? Now the pulp is settling in the lemonade.
Why am I working here?
Even I can't answer that. And I was a philosophy major at Brown.
So gold membership here at the park. So that is something that because it was such a success, we want to push it. So again, it's already a benefit that we had. So to be able to extend that to your family, we're so excited to be able to continue that indefinitely.
Officials say Six Flags team members can make up to $15 an hour, and Whitewater team members can make up to $13. Tomorrow's job fair starts at 3 p.m. and goes until 7. The Biden administration promises to make it to fill close to 500,000 jobs. Georgia Labor Commissioner Mark Butler says companies are struggling to find applicants. Butler says the majority of these jobs are offering more now than they were before the pandemic because they're that desperate to get jobs filled, even offering signing bonuses. More companies are offering major benefits to get people back to work. Costco and Walmart are among the companies offering incentives to fill open positions. Costco is raising employees' minimum wage to $16 per hour, while Walmart just raised 425,000 employees' wages to $15 per hour. Other companies include Amazon. It's increasing pay for more than 500,000 workers. Target has upped 2,000 workers' wages to $18 per hour. One of Georgia's most popular amusement parks is hiring ahead of the busy summer season. Six Flags Over Georgia plans to recruit 700 employees for its theme park and its water park, Whitewater. Interested applicants must be at least 16 years old and can apply on the company's website or in person at Job Fair tomorrow. That's happening tomorrow. Officials say new hires will receive a special offer.
Then if you apply
Me to do. Now I'm doing what I want.
Oh, someday you're going to have a daughter of your own, and you'll see how I feel.
Who says I'm gonna have kids?
No college, no kids. How dare you lead the life I wish I'd led?
I'm burned out. I'm so burned out. I just need some time to think.
Okay, just promise me that before you make any final decisions, you'll talk to...
I know, my father.
I'm talking about the man who's been there for every birthday. The one man who took pride in your every achievement.
I'd love to talk with you, Lisa, but first, boys, it's 6 p.m., time for bed.
Yay!
College was my dream. And then I thought, is it really my dream or just everyone else's?
Lisa, use the gifts.
Neglected the bullying act and did not do nothing about it.
The Walton County School System says it is aware of and investigating the bullying allegations. A representative says they'll discipline the students at the appropriate level. A man in Stockbridge says gunshots have become all too familiar in his neighborhood and he is fed up. Amarido Berrido says he's taken it upon himself to catch the criminals in the act. He's set up a security system outside of his house and says he's recorded the shootings for months. Berrido says he's given police dozens of videos, but says that's done little to solve the problem.
And you can see the video. There's 4 guys come out. They start shooting. And I'm like, oh, they're not shooting at me. And that's weird. I feel like I'm deployed again.
You're gonna write letters to me forever, and you'll say I was your most influential person.
Just exactly how are you gonna teach us?
Well, I'm gonna use every trick there is. I'll put the desks in a circle, I'll take the toughest one of you and put him or her in charge of making everyone behave, and I'll teach Shakespeare using dances from TikTok. Out, damn Spot. This is the way that Shakespeare should be taught.
Her incredible lameness has me riveted. Finally, someone who gets me as a stereotype.
Wait 1 minute, young lady. You cannot just open your own school and start to better random lives. You have to sign this form and pay a $25 city business tax.
Okay, just give me the change, please.
This is embarrassing. I'm not great at math.
Leave that to me.
Look at the heat on that fire, man. Dramatic new video into Fox 5 shows the boat engulfed in flames near a fueling dock at Margaritaville at Lanier Islands on Sunday afternoon. You can see the thick black smoke billowing from it after it drifted ashore. Witnesses said it took just moments for the fire to consume the boat.
There's a lot of black smoke, but then shortly after it, the flames were really raging, where the back half of the boat was just completely engulfed in flames.
That's a jet ski on fire, too. About 100 yards away, that jet ski also ignited the dock. Firefighters say 6 people were hurt, most severely a 13-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl, who were airlifted to Grady. Medics also rushed a 39-year-old woman to the hospital.
It took about 10-15 minutes before you started hearing the sirens.
Witnesses said the blast happened right near the fuel pump, pretty close to several other boats that were right nearby. The wind pushed the engulfed boat in the opposite direction, the shoreline.
Because at that point, the flames were about 15, 20 feet in the air, just bellowing. It was like, oh my God, is that going to drift into the other boats that are not a far distance away?
It's not clear what condition the two teens and the woman are in.
And if anybody was on that boat at that time, it's like, oh, we're just thankful that don't died. Because it's like, I can't imagine how you'd survive that.
The Hall County Fire Marshal's office is now working to determine the cause of this explosion. At Lake Lanier, Rob DiRienzo, Fox 5 News.
There's almost half the fuel that's used on the East Coast. The FBI, DHS, and the Department of Energy are all investigating, as well as the government's cybersecurity and infrastructure security agency. But no one is confirming the identity of the cyber attackers or what they're demanding, as worries over a prolonged disruption to supply mount. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo sounding the alarm.
Unfortunately, these sorts of attacks are becoming more frequent. They're here to stay, and we have to work in partnership with business to secure networks to defend ourselves against these attacks. As it relates to Colonial, the president was briefed yesterday. It's an all-hands-on-deck effort right now.
And the White House releasing a statement saying, quote, the federal government is working actively to assess the implications of this incident, avoid disruption to supply, and help the company restore pipeline operations as quickly as possible. Now, across the political aisle, Republicans appear ready to assist in the all-hands-on-deck call.
The implications for this for our national security cannot be overstated. And I promise you, this is something that Republicans and Democrats can work together on.
Operators shut it down Friday after the ransomware attack, and gas industry analysts now say the supply is steady at the moment, but the clock is ticking to avoid a shortage, and Colonial has yet to offer a timeline of when the pipeline may reopen. Clayton County School Natural Resources say he jumped into the lake off a pontoon boat and disappeared underwater Saturday. Crews searched the lake until dark and resumed this morning. His body was found just before 1 this afternoon. Gwinnett County Police make an arrest.
Who saved her life. I'm Eric Perry. I'll have the story just ahead.
Plus, the April jobs numbers were lower than expected, but the White House says the news is not all bad. And new data projects that the U.S. could reach a turning point in the pandemic as early as July. That's if we keep vaccinations up.
I'm just trying to make a point, all right? I'm not going to let some stupid, nasty, homely woman... Simpson, I concede. Congratulations.
Racing for something that I didn't do.
This isn't Baffert's first time in the hot seat. Medina Spirit is the trainer's 5th horse to have failed a drug test in just over a year.
Why is it happening, to me? There's problems in racing, but it's not Bob Baffert.
If a second drug test, which was collected at the same time as the first, comes back positive, Medina Spirit will be disqualified, and Mandolin, the runner-up, will be declared the winner. The horse will be stripped of the coveted Derby title, and his team will have to give back the $1.86 million prize. But no matter what happens, sports bettors can rest easy. Those who bet on the horse will not be required to return their earnings. If Medina Spirit's win is thrown out, it would only be the second time in history a horse has been disqualified for doping after winning the Derby. In Atlanta, Charles Watson, Fox News.
It landed in the Indian Ocean near the Maldives, mostly burning up upon re-entry. But that's not stopping U.S. officials from blasting China. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson released a statement saying, in part, quote, it is clear that China is failing to meet responsible standards regarding their space debris. It is critical that China and all spacefaring nations and commercial entities act responsibly and transparently in space to ensure the safety, stability, security, and long-term sustainability of outer space activities. The Long March 5B rocket launched a piece of China's new space station on April 29th. Instead of falling back into the ocean as expected, the rocket stage entered into orbit around Earth, prompting concerns over when and where it would land. Experts say while re-entry of rocket debris is a common occurrence, this one was notable because of its size.
It's the size of, well, think of an unloaded semi-truck.
It's about 30 meters long. It weighs about 22 metric tons. That's kind of equivalent to dropping 3 pickup trucks on somebody's head or crashing a small airplane.
Though no one was injured during the re-entry, experts say it's part of a larger problem that could get worse as countries launch more rockets into space. Chinese officials have rejected the criticism over its rocket debris, calling it a, quote, common international practice. China plans 10 more launches to carry additional parts of its space station into orbit. In Los Angeles, Christina Coleman, Fox News.
Stop for now. Nate Silver analyzes. Well, George, Lisa is doing great with disenchanted daughters. Also, tiger moms, checked out dads, and grandparents who like everything. Plus middle children, nerds of all ages, and saxophonists above second chair. Now, it's week before the election, but what the hell? I'm calling it for Lisa. My work here is done. Good luck, America. It's 5:38 somewhere.
This just in, Lisa's itself from the platform. Starbucks has not confirmed its plans to leave Facebook.
Amazon is cracking down on counterfeit products being sold on its site. The company said it blocked more than 10 billion suspected fake listings last year before those products were sold. That's up 67% from the year before. Amazon also said it destroyed 2 million counterfeit products sent to its warehouses last year.
Just about.
Here we go. Tim, keep that camera steady.
Oh
Come on.
What is about to happen?
All right? All right. Yep. You got it. All right. Let's hope this phone survives our trip down. We're going to find out.
I've never done this one either. I'm so curious.
Underwater. Whoa. Okay, this is really
He's
good.
going backwards. I love it. He's going backwards.
That is a little scary. Oh my goodness. Did we lose the camera? Did we lose the camera?
I don't know if we're still broadcasting, but if we are, that was amazing. That was the best. We almost
the legs have to wind up together.
They look almost tangled up in there.
Yes,
I think it fell into the sea. That was funny. Ooh.
That was so fun.
You're gonna write letters to me forever, and you'll say I was your most influential person.
Just exactly how are you gonna teach us?
Well, I'm gonna use every trick there is. I'll put the desks in a circle, I'll take the toughest one of you and put him or her in charge of making everyone behave, and I'll teach Shakespeare using dances from TikTok. Out, damn Spot. This is the way that Shakespeare should be taught.
Her incredible lameness has me riveted. Finally, someone who gets me as a stereotype.
Wait 1 minute, young lady. You cannot just open your own school and start to better random lives. You have to sign this form and pay a $25 city business tax.
Okay, just give me the change, please.
This is embarrassing. I'm not great at math.
Leave that to me.
Now, not even 2 months ago, a gunman killed 10 people at a Boulder supermarket. That's about an hour and a half away from this most recent Colorado mass shooting.
Inside a very popular mosque. The violence in the sacred compound is the latest incident as tensions mount between Palestinians and Israeli authorities. Later today, NASA's first asteroid sample mission will start its journey home. The spacecraft will leave behind the Astro Bennu this afternoon. It's been up there since launching in 2018. The Osiris-Rex orbited the space rock, taking pictures before landing. Then it touched down and took rock samples. Scientists hope the organic material will tell us about life, how life may have started here on Earth. The Osiris-Rex is set to arrive back here on Earth in September of 2023, so it's going to take its time for sure. You can read more about these trending stories on the Good Day page of our website.
Well, so much for I am. All gone. Bye-bye. Good morning, everybody.
Results on your first visit guaranteed or pay nothing. Call now. Let's get loud.